time. The fans are going crazy today. We got a whole section here cheering on XG. I'm sure you heard them there during some of the earlier interviews as well. Very dedicated to the success of their team. So we'll see how well it goes for them here in this draft. Last time these two teams met, they haven't seen each other so far this tournament, but a few months ago they did play, and it was PVISION taking the win 2-1.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I think that this has been so much stuff changed throughout the course of this tournament, and all of these teams now feel like they have a very different identity than maybe what people were expecting coming into this. And now, you know, if you were to ask me where I would rank these teams going into it, I don't even know if XG would be in the tournament at this point, but they are very clearly becoming the favorites. PVISION have something to say about that. A very confident Astini going into this.
Yeah, a team that's been gaining confidence for sure as this event has gone on. XG just kind of started dominating and haven't stopped, obviously only losing a few maps through this entire event, whereas PVISION, it felt like there were some struggles. They were having a hard time enabling their offlane duo and really feeling like they were getting a lot of both of these two picks. And as it's gone on, we're getting more and more of that classic 9 class, which, you know, he's always been the engine that drives a lot of the success here for PVISION.
He has been, indeed. And I think, too, when you see him having like a good game, finding those courier snipes, disrupting what's going on, and of course in that mid-game window when people are looking for fights, he can be a real menace. Now the flip side of that is that a lot of times it feels like XG are just cool chilling. You know what I mean? And if they're just out farming, is he going to be able to set up for ganks from the rest of his squad to find kills? As DM is going to do some lane shenanigans here, already pulling the wave back behind the tower.
Yes, things one must do when you have a position 4 Slark player. He is well aware of what needs to be done here, as 9 class will just keep lurking around and being a nuisance down there. Maybe hoping to score some of those courier kills, as Astini said, you know. Now, I have a question about this fantasy here. You know, he said that if XM plays a blue hero, he gets more points.
Yes, that is true.
What is Slardar? Is that close enough? That's a blue hue for sure.
I mean, it's a little purpley. I feel like it should count a little bit. You know what? I think it tells you what it is when you sign up for it.
Okay. Well, for his sake, I hope it's at least blue. You know?
Absolutely.
Help the guy out.
Gotta be. Mid lane matchup, as we've seen, going to be a little bit tough for the Puck, but he seems to be doing okay so far on no one. And if there's one thing you can count on in this tournament, it's good. No one is likely going to be getting the most out of his lane possible.
Yes, I have decided to dub him the Terminator. You know, I feel like he was away for a while and he came back, but it doesn't, like, I don't think he aged very much. He kind of looks the same. So I think something's afoot. I think he might have like some bionic parts in there that we weren't made aware of, because he just came back and he looks as good as ever.
By the way, that is courier snipe number 1, unless I missed one earlier. So we'll keep our tracks of that.
Damn, Astini's a genius. I mean, that's kind of crazy to like just throw it on one of your players in the tournament purely for the fantasy points, but when it works, it works.
Yeah, you got to win too. Might be getting them a little bit more. But yeah, this is going to be what you see. Blood grenade, boots, grab the whole wave, pull it back behind the tower.
It's disgusting, truly. And of course, that ward, as being shown by the observers as well, of course, to help you snipe those couriers, right? Makes it all a lot easier. So they've got a lock on this bottom lane. They're so used to doing this.
Then in the meantime, in mid, we're going to see this battle continue on. Up top, there could be some more action going on. You can see Xingqiu contesting this pull from Ducalis, while Undying is sort of battling out in the lane with the Terrorblade. What did you think about that last pick, Terrorblade? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he's coming for you. At least I got to deliver first.
And, ooh, he's even going to get the D ward on the camp there as well. Make sure he gets the block back on there, so lots of work. TB, I mean, it's a bit of a classic, of course, especially for Satanic, you know. It is always a game winner hero, right? It has so many things it can offer. It does have the opportunity to play in the early game if your team is up, which is really interesting, right? You can join for pushes, objectives, whatever you want to be there with for the meta. But of course, you've got this like mid and late game map control that comes out from Terrorblade that's pretty hard to match from many other heroes. That being said, you know, XG coming into this series, I imagine they'd probably continue their, you know, a little bit slower paced gameplay, but this looks pretty quick for them. And they have had some fast games, but this one looks like it could really get going quick if they get a good lead in these lanes like the panel was mentioning.
Oh, it never stood a chance. Does he run back down as soon as it shows?
He's pretty far.
No, he's hiding it. Okay, nope, there it is. We'll see if they run down. 9 class instead looks like he wants to stack the camps, which makes more sense. And actually, it taking that ring around the rosy might buy enough time for 9 class to come back in. We'll see what he decides to do. Instead, he's making his way over towards mid. XM does get hit by that, and now a jump in. Only going to be able to find a couple of punches, but the blood grenade isn't enough.
Nice spacing.
Not able to quite find the finish there.
I mean, you're okay with that, though. Obviously, this is a lane that's supposed to go pretty well for the Slardar. Just Puck, over the years, has lost quite a bit of strength in that mid lane overall, but Slardar, of course, has just got buffed and buffed and buffed when it comes to being near water and having the reliability here. It goes for the coil mid.
Does have level 6, though. The jump up is there, able to find a bash, tries to back out, and he's able to play himself out of it. XM, what a player, and Xnova is going to be the one that draws first blood.
Woohoo! That was nice. Very quick rotation. Disruptor, not always the best hero to come in and save you in the mid lane. Not always something you can count on, but Xnova makes it work there thanks to some fancy footwork despite having no feet on XM.
Very solid move, and Dream Coil down too, so that kind of opens up some rotations here too if they want to try and pressure Satanic, particularly pre-6. We'll see if there's any movements that come in. These twin gates have been a classic, but when you get your courier sniped, starts to feel a little bit rough.
Gloves and boots? That's really annoying, especially the gloves, obviously. It's an interesting way to try and deal with Ame. I mean, every game that we've had the pleasure of casting of Ame, his heat map is just the bottom lane.
True.
And he stays down here forever, and then his teammates pull the enemy everywhere else on the map. Anywhere else but bottom lane. And Ame just chills down here until he gets his items. And PVISION have decided to just like kind of let that happen again here, but they're getting the trade of their Lycan also getting very farmed.
Right, he's almost going to have a helm completed, which could turn very quickly into that tower being taken down. So that's something to watch for here, as we are going to see 9 class. Still just level 2, by the way. He's able to do a good amount with that. Finally getting the Wisdom Shrine. Xingqiu taking the other one on the other side of the map. But this is going to be the thing to watch for, is how do they change up their gameplay for Ame? Are they going to still try and keep that pressure on, or are we going to see something where maybe they leave that lane?
It's just this courier.
I know.
It's like trying to find the Northwest Passage, you know? It's just like, where is it, man?
Nowhere to be found. Maybe a bit of a wraparound going on towards mid, though. They were looking for no one there, and, well, yeah, it's not going to be an easy jump.
Well, I mean, the coil back does usually open quite a few opportunities for Puck, right? Puck loves it when you get to catch someone diving your side lanes and you show up, Dream Coil, and turn it around. Not the easiest heroes to do that versus, right? Like an Undying, it can be a little bit risky to go for it if there's any sort of backup. Your Lycan's not really playing the tower anyway, so no one doesn't have this natural accelerant of just defending your side tier 1s that you like to have. But he does have these stacks to accelerate him that 9 class has been prepping for him. So this is also great, of course, just for 9 class, because as a position 4 player, you want to get as many stacks as you can to get that golden XP for yourself.
They miss on one of the sentries. It's just off to the left there. And so XG, after making that rotation with Xnova, are not going to be able to make any type of substantial kill happen. And this could be an issue as this game goes on. I feel like between a Lycan, Terrorblade Illusions, and now a Slark support, how are you meant to sort of keep vision out on this map for XG?
Yeah, that's a very interesting part heading to the late game too, right? That's you're trying to just deal with wave push and also trying to find these ganks. Your smokes are at a complete premium on XG. You cannot waste a single smoke or it's going to feel awful.
Ducalis hitting that level 6 is now going to come back over this direction, and Ame is a potential target if they can find the right control.
Man, that is a juicy level 6.
Look at this.
I mean, what's the duration? 6.5? Kisses go for what? You got 8 globs. I don't know. It's not bad.
There's a chance.
It's over 5.5 seconds. You get that ulti pop to the right time, he's going to be in trouble even if he has it.
Well, they're going to realize the danger, and actually leaving that little illusion there of the Slardar scouts out the gank coming their way. They will lose the tower on the side of XG as Ame tries to build into his Battle Fury. And I'm reminded a little bit of that game that we saw yesterday of XG versus Tundra. Tundra started off, got this good beginning lead, and if not for maybe some weird Roche fights, XG could have been in a lot of trouble. And I'm seeing a similar story here. You've got some pretty heavy push potential from PVISION.
Yes, 100%. I think that would be the conversation I could imagine Astini having before leaving the booth, right? It's just like, you got to make sure those first objectives are going to be so important because they can take it very quickly on XG, but you can as well on PVISION.
Moves. The Hex is there, already hit. XM backing out, though, and the Kisses not doing quite enough damage. They will be able to bring down XinQ here. But
And
finding
onto
any
the
more than
tower.
that, well, they'll pop the glyph. Is there going to be any defense here?
Look at this army.
I mean, it's really hard to fight against this. They have the creep there, too. XM already taking a boatload of damage from the creep, from the summoned wolves, and they're trying desperately to keep the tower alive. Will manage to. Xnova has a glimpse.
It was on CD, yeah, for quite a while, so he couldn't manage to pull back DM there when he was looking a little vulnerable.
But they do protect their tower.
And the carries just off doing their thing. Satanic's been hitting a lot of jungle creeps. He's back on the lane now with the attention put towards mid. Ame's been farming through the ancients in the bottom lane like he does every game. Tower or not, he's still confident enough to stand up here.
Well on his way. And then on the other side, it's really XM. The fact that he didn't die there, I think, is really important. Working towards that Blink Dagger, almost has it completed. But do they need to do something to deal with Satanic here? I mean, he is just free farming.
Yeah, I think chasing him just sounds like a bit of a problem, right? It would be nice, obviously, but when the Blink Dagger's up, you could try one smoke at him and try and go for it. It would be nice to have 6 on Xnova at that point, which is probably why he's here camping mid, trying to catch as much XP as he can here on the tower. So you could go for it once, at least drop some good vision as well. But I imagine that attacking the structures could also be a solid play to go for it too, right? If you get 6 on your Shaman.
Well, the call is there to get back underway. PVISION versus Xtreme, in both teams at this point not putting high priority on trying to find a ton of kills, just 1-1, 11 minutes in.
Oh!
But a nice little move in. Xnova able to get the deny there on the tower.
Take those little victories when you can as a support gamer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
TP up top here. No one's looking for his first rotation.
Oh, finds it there. Dream Coil down. Satanic in the way as well. They have Tombstone, they have everything, but this is a hard survive. And Exodus actually almost able to sneak his way through the trees, but a kill is a kill.
Yeah, knows he doesn't have a chance there, even if he pops the ulti, so he'll just take the Ceaseless Dirge and immediately go to his Ancients, which are well stacked up here, of course. This was something that we saw from XG where there was not a big priority on stacks really at all. And there was the danger that the enemy could have came and stolen them away. They're going to scout them out here right now.
Looking, hunting. DM about to lose a creep, goes down to Xnova. Does have glimpse, doesn't have vision.
Is XinQ going to snake these, or we're just leaving these all for Ame, no? All right, this is Ame's piggy bank. They're going to smoke it up here. So what do we have? We got the snakes.
Right under a wolf, though.
That's not good. We got the Static Storm. I think XinQ pinged it, so this is your Satanic hunt that you're hoping for as an XG fan right now.
It didn't turn green, though. They just barely walked past it. Is there any way that they actually managed to find Satanic up to the east side? Doesn't look like it.
Nah, he's out. So they can use this with the Helm of the Undying to just push the tower, so it's not too bad. They'll even drop the big bad snake there, too.
I was wondering if maybe they thought he ran to the gate, but instead ran out to the other side, and they are going to cut through the twin gate.
Instantly scanned by 9 class, who still walks over here, by the way. Puts a ward on the side.
Okay.
Like,
whoa, what?
oh,
he planted the tree!
He did the tree plant.
Oh, 9 class.
It's so insulting.
You
Like,
sneaky, sneaky fish.
you scan that they're there. You ward and walk in anyway, and then you do the tree plant escape. He's done this already, too, while we've been casting him as well.
Dude, he was so ready for that.
Unbelievably ready. And his ward's going to live.
That's crazy.
I feel sickly watching that.
So we take a quick
All
little
right,
replay.
so let's sum this up for people. So you see how there's this thing called the kinetic field, all right? He's going to plant a tree. It creates a collision box with his own hero. One can stay, one has to go. Hero goes outside the kinetic field. Amazing.
Breaks the game.
Blows your brain just like that. It's like, whoa, I can't see a thing.
Now, 3K gold lead now, and Helm
then you
Slark
watch,
is done.
Then you watch Slark pick up a creep.
All right, I'm not sure if I'm prepared for what's going to happen in this game, Trent. I don't know. I don't know if anybody is. We've still got a Battle Fury Troll, which has been an indomitable force in this tournament. But I got to say, the Terrorblade is pretty spooky in this one.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, right? It gives you many, many choices.
Ducalis nearby with 9 class DM. They know that this Ancient stack is being taken. Do they want to come and contest it? They're moving into position. Vision down. XXS, what do you have in the tank? XM is there too. It looks like they're going to back out, seeing that everybody's there.
Guys, that was just one helm creep.
I see another one now. DM takes away the big old
He's getting so
Ancient
many.
Black Dragon.
Getting all the bounties. Like, his fire pool just destroyed so many Ancients.
Now they move in, want to take that down, but Ame is a little bit too far forward, forced to pop the ultimate, in a ton of trouble. They do have control over Puck, though. Do they have enough damage to kill him? Yes, they do. The
Ame,
snake,
though,
it's doing work, but it's not doing enough to save Ame.
And the dragon lives.
Dragon's still alive. They will take out one more creep with the big snake, but this is the power of PVISION right now.
I mean, how much effort did they put into the first neutral there, and
Yeah.
then the second one? Right? Like, they're fighting this just massive army being provided here by DM, and then at least they're able to get the catch there onto no one, thankfully for them, but then immediately losing Ame is really going to hurt their scaling.
Man, very difficult moment here to try and figure out how you deal with this, because it's really, they need Ame to kill the creeps, and even for him, it's not quick.
No, it's certainly not yet. And he's going to need that defensive item to try and deal with the silence there from the Puck to ensure that he can actually play his game. I mean, usually 9 class has been going for these like early orchids, but because of the existence of Helm, we're getting that instead. So at least that gives him a little bit more breathing room, perhaps, for Ame.
2-3 and a 4K gold lead as Undyne working towards the Shivas.
That's obviously, it's very nice versus Lycan all the units. You're going to get a lot of benefits from that, and the various healing that you're going to have going on there too. But it's not really like a game changer item.
No.
You know? It doesn't really change the flow of things too much. You're going to have to look to that from XM. And he's hoping to just get to his BKB, or sorry, yeah, his BKB after the Blink and Shard.
And on the other side, with just this swarm of creeps, PVISION start to do some pretty massive amounts. I was wondering if we were going to maybe see something like a Crimson Guard out of XG for XXS.
Yeah.
Still could go back for it later on. Obviously, tremendous value when you've got all these summons you're dealing with and the Terrorblade illusions.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard choice for his itemization, I'd say. Getting them all eventually would be great.
Yeah.
As we do, Slider, at least he is really good at this, right?
Yeah.
Like, if there's an isolated Helm creep, he can deal with it very quickly, which is something that we have seen a lot of heroes struggle with, particularly any support heroes. But being able to grab those is a nice gold boost for you, if you can guarantee they're actually going to die.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can see though that when you have all these summons, the answer for you is just start taking objectives.
And they're going to scout this out here with 9 classes creep as well. This is something that the Radiant can do very quickly as well. They have a Slider, they have a Troll Warlord, they have Snakes. Dire are not even choosing to bring Satanic. He's coming now, but they started this without him.
A little bit late. XM could go for a big jump if they want, but they drop the coil to start. Backs out, kisses out. How much do they have left in the tank? XXS, there's the Tombstone down. Kinetic Field and a Static Storm to back away.
I mean, there's no Ceaseless Dirge here. If he dies, he's going down.
And the Dragon is chasing and not quite going to fully commit for that one. So Roche still up. It's not even below halfway HP. Can they come back in here and contest? I mean, Ame is not even in the fight.
You got Blink Slider, you got Blink Zinq. Is he feeling a little crazy, perhaps? I don't think so.
I mean, they smoke back up again, maybe trying to take a fight once this is all over. A big get, though, for PVISION.
This might be one of those hope they split up immediately after taking Roche, right? Yeah, exactly, like this. No one comes down to push the wave, and they try and catch him here because they have the Blink on the Shadow Shaman. This is going to be your answer. So Ame's going to drive him back. They're going to catch no one under the tower.
Looking. Zinq, they need to get vision first.
Oh, he knows.
Does he? No, jump in. Hex is out, and they got him. The TP, that one probably needs to be canceled, although he did have the Aegis. Are they going to try and do something? They jump on through, 9 class, trying to keep his buddy alive, and they're able to back away on that Puck. Ame caught, Cookie connects. Is there any follow-up, though? It doesn't look like it.
Beautiful. Very well played here from XG. Then you take away all the advantages of that Aegis.
In the mid lane, they're hunting a little bit onto the Undying now. They jump Dream Coil in the mid lane, finds him for a moment. He does not look like he needs to actually worry that much. Instead, Sync Q, he jumps and finds the puck. Static Storm down, also connects on a 9 class. They might try and pull him back in here, but they do manage to get that kill. Back and forth we go.
That's a nice swing for XG, though, right? Like, you lose the Roche like that, but then you quickly dismantle the Aegis, get rid of that as an issue, take a little free pick there onto the Slayer because he kind of has to play a bit of interference to ensure that no one escapes. Very good for them, as they're going to have to try and start pumping more gold into Ame. He is now third on the board here and working his way through the jungle. Just trying to get a Manta into a BKB. Not necessarily the biggest, like, feel-good items, but it's Troll Warlord, right? As long as he gets his ulti off, he's going to have the damage.
Just saw in the mid lane, while this is Ame's farm, it's also XM killing another one of these Helm creeps. It's been a really, really good answer so far, it feels like, in a way. He's still a bit behind, though, in terms of the net worth for the Slardar.
Well, it is time for the next objective of Dota 2. Kind of gonna Tormentor.
The Tormentor gonna go down. And easily picked up for PVISION. 9 class now having access to the Depth Shroud.
Oh, good.
and that's the one that really can start to make things difficult to play around.
Because he wasn't annoying enough already, so that's great. Is he gonna
get another one? Oh, no, he's not going for it on XM. Working towards that BKB.
Yeah, this tier 1 tower is still very healthy in the mid lane right now for PVISION. That's a helpful one to have. Keep this big forward vision on the map right now.
So, one other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about for the side of XG is that I believe this is Terrorblade most of the way towards a butterfly at this point. And Troll is still queuing up into a BKB after the Manta.
Yeah.
There could be some timings in here where Satanic is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, the high armor is annoying enough, but paired with evasion, plus the additional bonus armor he's going to have from Butterfly fully completed, it's going to be a bad time.
See if there are any changes that come up with the build, or if Ame is just going to have to stick to it. In the meantime, Lycan also gets an AC. Man, this timing is going to be nuts.
Yeah, it is a very powerful timing. Butterfly plus AC. You have this Depth Shroud. XXS is trying to counteract it by getting the Shard finished up on the Undying. So maybe if someone is, you know, in trouble, he can try and get a big save onto that during the kisses, during the coil or something.
Man, for both of these teams, a win here would just be so huge for them. Guaranteed moving on, and obviously a ton of love within the crowd from both of these orgs, as we've heard multiple times throughout this event. But very much one of those windows right now where PVISION, if they can find the right fight, feel like they can really put the screws.
Kala's put a crazy ward down here. This big aggressive smoke. Trying to catch up to X-Nova.
X-Nova underneath a ward, TPing out, and does manage to escape. Out they go. So 3-3.
XXS. He's going to walk away from the team as they're going to smoke up here. Kind of shadowing Ame a little bit. Maybe hoping that PVISION are going to think about Potassium. Crowd is generating power here with the wave.
Oh, we do have a little wave going through the crowd a little bit as well. Oh, wait.
A little bit of hydro power here, trying to help out. I like this. This is good. And they will take down that tier 1 tower mid. So, you know, it's kind of painful. I'm not going to lie to you to smoke for that, unless it gets a kill in 9 class. Not quite. Because so they basically smoked to kill a tier 1 mid.
Yes.
Which doesn't feel great versus Slark, Lycan, Wolves, couple Helm of the Dominators. You really need these smokes to make your way across the map. But it does open things up a little bit more and just create a little bit more mystery for PVISION, so they don't have this giant beacon of knowledge in the center of the map.
Yeah, you got to take that one out as quickly as you can. A tough situation now, again, for XG. If they want to try and make another move, it feels like every time they're just completely scouted out immediately.
And that's the
full butterfly.
Butterfly and the finished BKB. That's what I was trying to figure if that was done too for no one. That's a powerful timing. So if they want to kill this puck, it's going to come down to XM, right? That's pretty much it.
Oh, and 9 class hunting around, spots X-Nova. Can he push him to the low ground with the effect? No, not going to happen. So X-Nova in some trouble, going to fall here. And the area in which XG is allowed to play grows smaller and smaller.
Yeah, still just holding meta right now in Satanic, but I mean, he's got the Demon Zeal. That's what's so nice about the Shard, right? Just use that for your smaller pushes, but when like the big fight comes, you can fully commit with meta.
The butterfly pushes. We saw 2 games in a row of it with that Medusa in the last series from Ghost. Is Satanic going to be able to replicate a similar type of strategy? Get butterfly, walk down lanes before there's an answer.
Jeez, they just really ignored XXS, huh?
Oh, yeah.
They just had no cares for that guy. He's walking up, throwing Yeshiva's guard out. They're just like, you are so not worth it, man.
I mean, they see Ame there underneath some wolves. So understanding that he's in the area, are they going to try and mount any type of a defense here? XXS steps forwards, throws out some decays, a quick little jump through, a stun onto Satanic, maybe a chance here for a fight.
Okay,
do they want to jump onto Satanic though, really? Slowly, steadily, Static Storm down, now a hit, a few more, but they don't have any vision, they can't find him! This walks away!
Little Depth Shroud save there.
Oh no! Can't get on top of him, and now with kisses raining down, they're not doing a ton. Only Disruptor has gone down so far.
That was not looking good for PVISION either, right? You see that ulti coming, you're like, oh, they've done it, right? They jump in, Satan's getting low, but then just
9 class.
able to back it away with 9 class. There's a reason this is his signature support hero.
We did see that Leshrac ban that the panel was talking about that could have been a solid fit for this, taken away in that final stage. You think about how different this game could have looked if they were able to get a hold of it.
It feels like there's no winning, though, because it also just feels awful to commit so much in your draft to this thing.
Yes.
It's like roaming 4, you know? You have to think about all these other matchups that are happening in the game.
There's a reason that he excels on his heroes. So, another couple of towers taken. There's still one more tier 2 tower on the bottom lane that XG are trying to hold on for, and well, XM actually going to get jumped on again. Xingqiu is nearby, able to find a Hex onto the puck, but the Yule Scepter lift up. There's not an easy way out of this one. The crush, but the damage, it keeps on coming. Satanic with the amplified damage destroys XM.
Yeah, and with that meta pop right now, he is going to annihilate this tower. They're thinking about marching on here.
I mean, what's the answer? You don't have much on XG.
I mean, with an amplified damage, who could resist this?
I mean, this is an easy step up. And, you know, you think about other games. Where's the Magnus? Where's the tiny tossback? There's nothing here to defend this high ground right now without fully committing. The Tombstone is down. That's gone in an instant. XXS, no answers, and Satanic is too damn big. A full set of racks done, PVISION. They are not playing for the late game.
No, and there's no chance of a chase down here either from the side of XG. They're going to be able to back away as PVISION, reset, and 9 class, he's going to know there's a ward here as well as he steps up there. But it just means that they can back away, reset, go to Roche, set up there, and the side of XG, they're just waiting, right? They're waiting for Amin to get these items to feel like he can maybe do something. And he's going to need the most perfect fight as Troll Warlord here, set up by his supports.
Can they do it? I mean, you're still looking for another couple items on Ame before he finishes off that MKB. He's going to have to go with just the Demon Edge now. And they are heading into an area that could potentially turn into a full fight.
All right, we'll see how does the Depth Shroud play out in this one. Maybe they can get 9 class first. Maybe they get a Blink Hex onto this puck. Maybe that's how they start this fight.
I mean, they walk up there and they take the Watcher, and that immediately alerts PVISION to the fact that they're in the area. Roche, 28 seconds until it's going to be back up again. And it looks like they're going to have to back away again on XG. Has a single smoke of theirs worked? Like, they haven't been able to get anything.
Well, they only have 3 kills, so it's... Hey, you know what? They got that tier 1 tower mid.
That's true.
Skelly Bros doing work.
It can't run away from you. Hit the towers.
That's right. As we have some Warpine Raiders here scouting out the pit. Friends, even on opposite sides of the battlefield. Truly a beautiful sight to see.
Well, Roche is up. And now the question, as XG, are you going to come and contest this? The Warpine Raider scouts them out, sees that they're in there, can start doing it. We're also only a minute away from Roche switching sides.
Lycan Wolf is running through them though right now.
I mean, oh, it's so hard to make this happen. There's a disarm. Ame is on the other side of the freaking world right now. He's not getting involved in any of this. He will TP now.
And they're smoking.
Okay.
All right, what's the start? Who are we going on?
An opportunity here. Shiva's guard to show what's going on. Roast below, half HP. XM jumps in, gank the creeps. Charlie, it will take you to victory.
It is the least maneuverable unit.
It is so hard to get anything done
all
against
right,
this
hold
lineup.
on.
Wait, he got it.
He's got the MKB in time.
Oh, they bought enough time, and Ame starts hitting, but no, the wolf is in there. They know about this, and now they start throwing the kisses. Ame, are you big enough? Are you bad enough? Can you take it down now?
Oh.
You disgusting fish! He got it, steals it away, and only they can look on in shame.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's not even dying. Ban this hero. I don't want to see it anymore. Unbelievable.
Oh, it's a wise man once said, that's a hard fish to find, Lyrical.
Oh, he's so good.
Even his teammates know how good. Just tip, tip, tip.
And of course, the damage coming in from the whole rest of the squad. 3-8, 16,000 gold lead.
I can't carry on after this.
Oh no!
After seeing that snatch, like if I'm X, that's me. I'm just XXS. Just take it.
Dead on the screen, and PVISION ready to not just end this game, but break their spirits. PVISION come in, completely destroy XG.
You know, there were some questions. Like, who's going to